Hello guys and welcome back to the NW Sportscast, and today the Mariners get another huge win against the Los Angeles Angels, who were only a half game behind them going into today, but they end up coming back and winning the game by a score of 5-3 in what seemed to be a low scoring affair to start the game. Ends up being 8 runs combined. Both pitchers started off really good. Shohei Ohtani was just absolutely dealing tonight. He got through 4 innings, and he was pretty much a race about how fast we could get him out of the game, because it was not looking like we were going to be able to even scratch a run across, even though we did have some chances early in the game, runners on first and third with nobody out. We couldn't get it done. It seems to be a theme for the Mariners. However, Brian Wu responded, had some really a good 5-inning stretch there. Looked really good. Didn't even look like he was going to give up a run until the 6th inning, where 2 outs, no one on, but Shohei Ohtani's up, and Shohei Ohtani just creates problems all night long. Shohei Ohtani draws a walk, which we pretty much gave to him, and I respect that we gave it to him. I agree with the call, but the problem is Shohei Ohtani steals the bag because he can literally do everything. And after he steals a bag, a good pitch by Brian Wu outside the zone, but just kind of swung on and muscled away into the outfield, which scores a run, and then a double, which then scores a second run. So the Angels find a way to score 2 in the 6th, and let's see who got those RBIs. It was CJ Cron and Mustakas Cron, who we could have traded for, but we didn't. Go figure. Gives them an RBI there. So then, later in the game, earlier in the game, Eugenio Suarez with the home run. This is his 9th game straight with an RBI, which I just learned from watching the game today. Ties the Mariners franchise record. So Suarez is really starting to heat up. He's starting to return to form last year if he hasn't already returned to form. But just, yeah, it just, after going up 1-0, we gave up a couple runs, 2-1, and then Shohei Ohtani does what he does, hits his 40th home run of the year, number 40 for ace pitcher, best DH in the league, Shohei Ohtani. So he hits his 40th of the year. We got on 3-1, 8th inning, top of the lineup's up. Nothing is going because, of course, it doesn't. Julio Rodriguez had a few chances today. He does end up going over. He goes over 5. Does get on base, though. Beats out a double play ball and steals the bag. But other than that, pretty bad and rough night for Julio. Runners at the corners, I believe. Didn't get it done. Needed to get a base hit in the top of the 8th. Doesn't get it done. So overall, not great by Julio Rodriguez tonight. But the middle and bottom of the order really picked up the slack here. The Angels pitcher, who their closer, Estevez, just one of the best closers in the year, hasn't given up. This is his first blown save, and it just came from just not being able to control the strike zone there for a little bit. Cal takes a walk, and then Ty France gets a walk, so runners on first and second, and then a nice little hit by Canzone there, and after Teo gets out, CADE MARLOWE with the grand salami. CADE MARLOWE, huge hit. He is absolutely exceeding expectations. He's hitting over 300 with, 2 home runs on the year and just his measly 30 at-bats or whatever he's at. I'm just absolutely crushing them all. Playing pretty good defense. Did get caught stealing today, but that was his first time getting caught stealing. Just overall, just a great spark plug guy. Really reminds me of what Sam Haggerty did last year at a very similar point in the year. At the same point of the year last year, it seemed like Sam Haggerty came out of almost nowhere, hits over 300, the fast guy on the base path, plays good defense. So CADE MARLOWE has really reminded me a lot of that. But I think he is exceeding expectations. I don't think that's hard to say. I think he's a good solid major league player, but this is just otherworldly by CADE MARLOWE. I work at the AAA baseball stadium, the Tacoma Rainiers, so I've seen probably 30-40 games of CADE MARLOWE this year. That's maybe even a little bit, that's not, I've probably seen more than that. I've seen a lot of CADE MARLOWE this year, and he was hovering around 260, 270, 250, got to maybe 280 once in a while, but, just not a super great hitter in AAA. in the Pacific Coast League, which just is some of the worst pitching in all in all of double, triple, and the majors. Just not great pitching in Triple A. The ball flies out there, and Cade Marlowe hasn't really been getting it done in Triple A. But the Mariners forced their hand when Jared Kelenic hits the water cooler. Cade Marlowe seems like the obvious choice there. And with AJ Pollock obviously getting traded, it seemed like Cade Marlowe has to go up to the majors. So he comes up and just doing absolutely wonderful stuff. So just really, gets called into action, just doing amazing stuff after having a pretty par year in AAA. So, good for Cade. Good for Mariners fans. I thought we lost this one. I thought this was going to be a big one to win. Series opener, then you got to win the next two, or you lose the series and you lose ground on the Angels, and I believe they're up on you in the standings. However, we win. I just leaped out of my chair. I was just screaming when Cade Marlowe hit that grand slam. Full transparency, I was about to just start this post-game show after the bottom of the eighth, but I didn't. I held off, and Cade Marlowe gets it done. Just great stuff by the kid. So we win. So we get the comeback win. We end up winning 5-3. Munoz slams the door. I thought Brian Wu actually looked better than what his stats ended up being. 2 earned runs off 4 hits. 6 strikeouts. But I thought his stuff just looked really, really nice today. He was really living on the corners, living on the edge. Had some great pitch combos, and just didn't give the Angels much to swing at. Worked around guys like Shohei, and got beat by a couple of good hitters that gave the couple runs up. But really, really nice done by Brian Wu. Really set the tone there. Spire gets out of it. It pitches 2/3. It gives up a hit, but it's all good. Zay Campbell goes 1 1/3, gives up the home run to Shohei. Other than that, looked pretty good, but can't rip on the guy too much. It is Shohei Ohtani. It is what it is. And then Munoz slams the door. So I think the pitching staff did really good today. Gives up 3 runs in the end, which is an okay day, but you take it if you're the Mariners there. And then the offense, didn't look good at all. Looked kind of lost against Shohei, even though we did have chances off of an error in the first inning. 1st and 3rd doesn't get it done. But another couple chances. Suarez with the solo shots are only offense. But then in the ninth, scores 4, so all is forgiven. We end up scoring 5 runs, and we move to 5 games over 500 at 57 and 52. The Angels fall to 56 and 54, and we gain some more ground on the Blue Jays, who lost today, which is huge. So the Mariners are now I believe they're only 2.5 out. The Blue Jays are 60 and 50, and we are 57 and 52. So it was like we're only 2.5, 3 out. And now we picked up another game on the Angels, so we're in a game and a half up on the Angels now. We are still 6 backs of the Rangers, and we're 4.5 back of the Astros, but the division is not out of it either. I like where we are at, and the Mariners just playing good baseball right now. Playing good baseball, we got to keep it up. Really impressive stuff by Suarez today. Really impressive stuff by Marlowe. And the pitching did good, and sometimes you only take a few guys to get to win a baseball game, and tonight it happened. So Mariners are going to go into tomorrow. Let me see who they're playing. Who they're pitching. Let's see. I'm not sure if Brian Wu goes today. Is it Castillo tomorrow? It might be Castillo. I'm not sure. But anyways, the Mariners gonna look to win this to get another win. Is it a 4-game series? Let me see. It is a 4-game series. Okay, so Mariners looking to at least win 2 of 4 tomorrow, and we guarantee not losing the series, and we put ourselves in a good position for Saturday and Sunday. But we'll see. We'll see. 6:40 game tomorrow. I'm gonna come back, do it again. Mariners got to keep this good train rolling, keep these good vibes moving, and got to keep pounding away at this division race. It's going to be tough. There's lots of teams ahead of us still, but we're playing good baseball. We're putting ourselves in position to make a run at this thing in September. That's all you can hope for. So we just got to keep the dog days of August. We got to keep winning these games, and we'll see what happens. So, go Mariners, go CADE Marlowe. Happy for the kid, and thanks for watching. This is the NW Sportscast. Please leave a like if you liked this post game, and thanks. See you later, guys.